All right, good morning, guys. Looks like we got some shippers running. Rig is a shipper, one of these maritime shippers. See, it's went straight up so far. And then I saw a ship as well. A ship breaking up over $1. And it does have some room to run. There was actually a buy signal just now on ship. It's 5 minute. See. Okay, so they did some financial restructuring. So it says getting a little pop, breaking over $1. But today will be another day. Oh, look there, popping up to $1.05. Will be another day of experimenting with the Darvos box. So we'll have to see what is going on. I kind of got a big watch list I need to go through, so I'm going to go through that real quick and get that straightened out. So LJPC exclusive licensing deal, pretty low float. This is gapped up. Definitely need to keep that on watch. Like I said, ship and the shippers, they're doing their thing. Okay. BNGO selling off at the moment. I'm going to take BNGO off. JAGX. Nothing really there. LMFA had a signal on the 5 minute there. Like 192. I'll check back in on that. AZRX. So have a US patent. It's not the biggest deal. TIMBER. They got FDA orphan drug designation, so that's pretty good. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good. See, it looks like we got some resistance at 125 I've mapped out before. BMRA. See, this was halted earlier. They got CE mark for COVID-19 test. Figured we were past all that, but I guess that's still getting some hype. More tests. Let's see, we're at 670. Yes, this is above all indicators. There's some tough resistance at 725. And it looks like 715. So yeah, that 715, 725 area. NSPR. Do not like. PTE. Direct offering. That's trash. IRIX. What do we got here? There's no news on this. And it's been kind of selling off. I'm going to take it off. See, Wall Street set for a mixed, yeah, we do have a mixed market. It's red and green. I'm actually going to leave IRX on for a second. FTT possibly could have a continuation. I kind of like FTT. Let's see, SYN. This looks like garbage. Capper looks like garbage. LPCN looks like garbage. ATOS garbage. BXRX garbage. Good morning, Daniel B. EZS. I'm gonna say garbage. LMNL. So they got some FDA approval, it looks like, so that's good stuff. And OEG launched their Eclipse Foundation Group. Keep that on watch. WWR. I don't like that. SOS, trash can. BBI, trash can. HEC, trash can. And GovX, not looking terrible. Not a lot of volume on it. And SIGL went on a massive run yesterday. A massive run. Pretty much after the stream. So I was keeping an eye on it to see if it's going to get more attention, but it doesn't look like it's going to get any. So let's see what we got going on here. So it's just a buy signal there on the 1 minute on LPJC. Where's that buy signal at? 559. I was a little late to that one. It's fixing to go anyway, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna stay smart. It's a decent little rip so far. I mean, 15 cents. If it breaks through 575, it could keep moving. Let's see how SHIP doing. SHIP having a pullback. See, I kind of want the buy signal on the 5 minute. That seems to work better. Let's see what else we got going on. ACTC. They're buying. It looks like buying Proterra. So we'll put that on the watch list. A little bit higher price, but does have some potential. See, ENG just had a buy signal here at 487, running into $5. It's pretty low float, and it's just now getting volume, no PR. I'll put it on the watch list just in case. Just in case we get one of those big pumps like yesterday that SIGL saw. And GCI, well, GCI going straight up. A little bit higher float though. Could possibly be a play there, but we'll see. So now we just want to wait till we get our buy signals, and then we'll see if we can't hit another trade. This Davos buy. This looks very barcodey to me on the 1 minute. I'm actually going to take this off. I don't like the way that looks. I said I don't want to be switching back and forth from a bunch of stocks. Trying to catch the buy signals. I'd rather look at a lot smaller list. How's everybody doing today? The chat's quiet. What's going on with you guys? You guys are real quiet. Everybody asleep? Did you guys get drunk last night and you're hungover? What's happening right now? What's going on? How's everybody doing? See, Tops, that's another shipper. Let's see, that Tops made a decent move too. A little 30 cent move. BTCS, that's that same Bitcoin stock. Boy, I got a lot of... It's actually pretty low float. Let's see, what do they got? They're acquiring BHI, no terms disclosed. This got halted earlier. I'm actually, what was this? DLP, and I'm gonna put this on the watch list. This may be one of those crazy runners. See, there's a couple buy signals on the 1 minute so far. Volume is a little light on this. We'll get rid of all this nonsense that's on my chart, all these extra lines. $0.10 spread on there right this second. Not a lot of volume though. It had volume out the gate. Hello Bart, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here for the first time since you're just joining us. Just so you know, I am experimenting with a new strategy that I started with Friday. And this is the Darvos box that I'm trying out. This little red and green lines on the 5 minute and 1 minute. And we're looking for these buy signals. But if you have any questions about anything, go ahead whenever you feel like it, ask them. I will try to get to it. It's usually better towards the end of the stream after I've traded to ask questions, because sometimes I get real focused on my trades and I might miss your question. So either way, whatever you need to do. Yeah, right now I'm just looking around. I'm not seeing much else going on. This is kind of interesting though. So at 4:30 would have been a lot better area to get in at that buy signal, but I am intrigued by this. It may pull back to there. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Let's see if it pulls back. There also, like I said, there's not a lot of volume, so that's a little concerning. What's the SPY doing today? What's the overall market look like? It looks like a meh. I'm getting pretty concerned about the overall market here lately, because we're having these little squeeze candles. They keep having these mixed markets. So I mean, we're slowly creeping up, but these candles are a little bit sketchy to me. Hello, Virus. Good morning. But yeah, I don't know. And you can even, if you go to Market Watch on Thinkorswim, you can see it's mixed. It's been like this all week. Now, I'm not concerned for day trades, but I could see a pullback soon. We really haven't had a pretty good pullback since September. Well, I guess there's a little bit there in October, but yeah, okay. So October, from October to now, there's not really been a big pullback. Let's see, SPY popping up right there a little bit. Alright, let's hop back over here, see if we can find a trade. Let's see, DLPM, what are you doing? Still no volume on that. Is anybody looking at anything I'm not looking at so far? Because I'm not really happy about any of these. None of these are really tickling my fancy at the moment. IRX, that's the... No, this didn't have any PR. Really light on volume the last few minutes. Hello, Crow's Nest. How's it going? Alright, so there's a little bit of a pullback on this. Let's see, POAI, what are you doing? POAI ran up to almost $1. That's coming back down. See, Capper just got a buy signal on the 1 minute. No PR though. What is going to be the stock that is going to make the big move, or a move? I'm trying to add a little bit of my knowledge in with this Darvos box strategy today to see if that helps even better. I'm sure it will, but at the moment I'm just not seeing anything that is mind-blowing. If this could break back over, if this breaks back over 5 at any point, it could get going. It's just so low on volume. It's the only thing I kind of like, but that volume is just so low. It's very low float though. It's at a spread the entire time, about a 4-cent spread now. But it also looks like it's starting to curl over, so it may not do anything. Especially if it continues not to get any volume. See, this is getting a bounce off of $1. Where did that run up to? $1.24. So far, $1 is held up on this play. But once again, not a lot of volume. It's kind of a quiet penny stock market so far. Like looking at everything on this watch list, volume's kind of died off. Except for ACTC. It's a little bit higher price, but I mean this has ran $10 already in pre-market up to today, but I mean that doesn't mean it can't keep running. But at the moment, it's not anything really on it. That I see. RX still selling off. Gonna be probably deleting some stocks off of this watch list here soon. see, how's Rig doing? Missed that little buy signal on VIH. A nice little pop there, about what? $1 or something pop there. It doesn't barely have any volume, so the NYSE gainer list doesn't have very much on it. Let's see, TYME, I think this is new. Yeah, okay. No PR. Put it on the watch list for now. It's on there? Yeah, okay. So we just gotta be patient. BRMA, it's that COVID one. See if we get a buy signal in a second. May not. may not though, because it's not in the box. Kind of below the box at the moment. Let's see here on DLPN. If DLPN starts pushing up into a new box, could see a buy signal. Like I said, it's going to be running into some major resistance at 475 and 5, but if it breaks that, it could really get going. If it gets volume. There's a buy signal on the 1 minute. I'm going to go. Minute 449. About 10 cents higher than I wanted to be. So we'll see here. We're getting a little push up. See if we can break through 450. This is where it's kind of getting held up right now at the moment, is this 450 area. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop loss in just in case it comes back down, because like I said, it is very low float. So if any person with a big account starts dumping it, look at that spread. That's a nasty spread. It's like 20 cents. Yeah, so I'm keeping this stop loss in. If I take a loss on this, I do. But I'm not going to risk too much on this. I'm not going to try to let it flail around or anything. And you see buying volumes start to increase though. What's up, One Life? Good morning, buddy. Now this was a buy signal on the 1 minute, and it did get a quick little pop up. I mean, let's see, what is it? Buy signal was at 442 and it went up to 455, so it was a 13-cent move. So the signal did work, but it's on the 1 minute, so it could have just been that quick pop. We need to see a buy signal pop up on the 5 minute for this to really get going, because this could easily come back down now after that. So we'll see here. Not a lot of volume on this, so that was my concern about it, though. The volume is real light. You see it on the 5-minute. Well, let's see here. We're starting to get a little bit of buying volume. Just a tidbit. Still getting held up at 450. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if this Darvos box is going to lead to another win or not. And we're starting to pop a little bit up to 460. Buying volume starting to slowly increase. Up to 465 so far. You know, and I could take this here if I wanted to. That would be you know, be about a 10-cent win. But I'm going to give it a chance to see if volume's going to keep coming in or not, because it did get halted earlier, so if enough buying volume comes in, this could shoot up really quick and get halted. Not saying that is going to happen, I'm just saying that is a possibility, because it's already happened once today, so we'll see. So we did just break over that 450 area. But like I said, at 475 area, this is going to be some major resistance we're heading into. Oh, we're starting to pop a little bit here. That's a little quick pop up over that resistance, 470. This is getting pushed back down at the moment, but when you see volume continue to, when you see this buying volume continue to increase here, bids up to 465. So still kind of flopping around here. So we got 30 seconds on this candle. I like to see this candle, this 5-minute candle break over 475 here. And then I would say we'll probably be off to the races. I don't know if it's going to do that or not. We got, what, 15 seconds? So we're going to need to see more, a little bit more buying volume come in here. Oh, here we go. We're starting to pop a little bit. Ask is all the way up to 475. We need to see the bid catch up to that. Bid's at 468. Go ahead and take my kind of all over the place. I gotta make a decision here. Another pretty big, pretty nice size upper shadow there. I gotta decide here in a minute if I want to lock it out here at this resistance, or if I want to try to give it a little more time. So we're still not getting a big buying volume push. This is relatively low volume. We need a little bit more buying volume if this is going to continue to move up. It's going to break through this resistance area, push for a new high a day. It's starting to look like it may pull back here. You can see it's getting smushed right back under that resistance line. And that's just with a little bit of selling. But the Darvos box was accurate on this buy signal, 440 up to 478. That's a pretty nice run. Probably should have locked that quick profit out there, but I'm trying to give this a chance to get moving. But it is starting to look like it may crack. Yeah, getting a little weak. A little bit of selling coming after that buy-in. Looks like some people were starting to kind of come in, and then when it didn't pop, they all just kind of sold off right there at once, because it's kind of, they were probably looking at what I was looking at, that resistance there, and if it could break over that resistance, it could get going. But nobody else came in. I mean, this is only, let's see, 82,000 and 46,000, so it's only 120,000 right there in volume that came in. We need to see that pop up to, like, 500,000 on that candle, or a million, something like that. A big buy-in volume push. So yeah, a minute and a half on this 5 candle, on this 5-minute candle. We want that to close above this 9 EMA. I want to close above 440. Kind of stay in this upward trend here. And I'm starting to get a little push back up. This is very low flow. That's what I was saying. This is going to be a sketchy play regardless, because of how low float it is. All it takes is one person to come in and dump a bunch of shares to ruin your day. If we get a close over 450, that'd be pretty good. We got 30 seconds to try to do that. We need to see another buy signal pop in soon too, to kind of confirm this upward movement, that it may continue. See, that's a 17-cent spread right there. Spreads have been crazy on this. We got 7 seconds. If it closes over 450 or not. Come on, 5 minute. What are you doing? There it goes. So pretty decent close on that 5-minute candle, and we're not doing anything at the moment. So this is interesting. Just nothing at all. No orders one way or the other. There we go. They're starting to move, getting a little bit of moving on the level 2, but for a minute I didn't know if my Thinkorswim was froze or what. There's nothing going on. But that's the thing with when you have very low volume, you never know what's going to happen. Let's see, kind of getting pushed down again. It's trying to test this 470 area now. Like I said, we need bigger buying volume. We need this volume back here. See, how much was that made it rip that hard? That's 35,000 in one candle, and then that was 330,000 in that gap up. So that's what we need to see. We need to see about 200,000, 300,000 for this to really start moving in buying volume. And we're just slowly creeping. This is like the Swamp Thing or some scary movie characters just slowly creeping up on that resistance. It's Joe Biden. He's sneaking up on that resistance and he's sniffing it. That's what's happening right now. He's just sniffing that resistance. Just, oh yeah, resistance. uh, that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. In the words of the great wise Larry the Cable Guy, who was not actually a redneck. So we're right here. We're right here at this resistance. We're just waiting to see what's going to happen. We're going to get a little bit more buying volume. Getting a good little whiff. Good little whiff of that resistance. Just a little tinge of resistance fumes. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen on this. I'm getting close to locking out because it's not really doing much. It's slowly creeping, but it really needs a nice buying volume push here soon, or it's going to come back down. So we got a minute on this 5-minute candle. We just need to see a little bit more buying volume come in. Just a couple 100,000 shares of buying volume. We just need one chat, one of these pumper chats to come in and start pumping it, and then we just got a buy signal on the 1 minute, so that's nice to see. So let's see if this may start breaking here. That's actually a decent little. That's about 50,000. So if we get a little bit more volume, it's back down to 462. That 13-cent spread. We still need a little bit more volume than that. We got a decent sized buyer just got on the bid at 470, so that might actually get people to start hopping in this. And that was a good strong close on that 5-minute. See some sellers at that 480 and the high of days at 490, so we're gonna have resistance 480, 490, and $5. So that's why we're going to need the big buying volume push. But I mean, that was a decent buy signal though on the 1 minute, 462, and it ran up to 480. So I mean, that was an 18-cent move off of that buy signal you could have locked in if you were scalping. Just need a little bit more buying volume. Bid and ask are pretty close right now. See if anybody starts pushing this up or not. Got a buyer on the bid at 474. I want to see that bid keep climbing too. Let's see. We got this decent sized seller at 479 trying to hold it down. We want to see this time and sales start lighting up 479 and taking out this guy. Or we want it to light up green with 479s. See, we're not quite getting them. We're getting buys at 476. I think he did just drop 400 shares. Oh, here we go. He just got taken out. So now we got these people. Oh, we're starting to break a little bit here. Getting close to possibly making a new high a day. And I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, big buyer just came in at 485. Let's see here. Let's see if we're gonna get frisky. Are you gonna show me the frisk? Gonna show me the frisk here. We're gonna break a new high a day of maybe $5. Let's get halted again. Let's go. Let's get halted. Let's break over 5 and get halted. Show me a little bit more. Get everybody's attention. Get everybody's attention. Everybody's sitting around bored, not paying any attention to this. Yeah, there we go. Get that attention from everybody. So we're starting to get a little bit active. This volume is increasing. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh wee. We are pushing up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to get halted though. Ooh, big pullback there. So now it's all over the place. That's the thing with these low floats. They go all over the place. You got to be ready for that. That's what I'm saying. One person can dump some shares and ruin your day. I'm going to go ahead and lock out some. So I at least have some profit off of this in case it turns back around. Ooh, actually, I may get out. I don't know. Let's see. It's getting hung up at that $5. I'm going to give it a chance still because we are starting to get a little bit more attention on this. But I did want to lock something out just in case. Because like I said, it's a very low float, sketchy stock. See, where's the 458? So I'm going to put my stop loss right under, my stop loss for now right under the 9 EMA, like 452. So this will be a guaranteed win no matter what, but I'm going to see if we can't get a bigger win out of this Darvos box. I don't like this upper shadow on the 5-minute though. This we got 30 seconds for this to close. We really want to see it close over 5 or it could come back down here. So it just showed me a little frisk. It didn't show me all the frisk. It just showed me a little bit. You know, it just like showed me a little shoulder. See, that was what, 400,000 volume on that one. So we need the volume to start consistently coming in. I mean, that was a good pop, but if this is really going to rip, it's got to keep that buying volume's got to keep slowly coming in here. We did just get a buy signal on the 5-minute. I didn't see that when that popped up, but it's going to be a little sketchy because we're still not all the way through this resistance. It got smashed right back down under that resistance, which is not what we wanted to see. But it's like I said, it's so low float. All it takes is one person. So at this point, this could go either way. Let's see, was 530 major resistance? I didn't even think to look. Yeah, 530 was some resistance as well. So it needs to get through 530. But right now, it needs to get through 5. We'll worry about 530 later. See, volume's kind of decreased again. A little bit of sellers at 490. So as I was saying, 480, 490, and $5 all resistance. So we're still kind of creeping around that resistance. We still gotta get a big push. I'm kind of surprised it didn't get halted on that candle, but there was enough sellers to keep it from getting halted. And there wasn't quite enough buyers. We needed buyers to drastically outweigh the sellers to get a halt. So that was a pretty even move there, which of course hitting a new high a day, people are gonna lock in profits. Oop, and I got stopped out there. So, oh wait a minute, I didn't get complete. Whoa, what's going on here? See, I only got 10 shares filled on that. My limit order did not get filled. I'm gonna probably, only part of my order got filled. 457. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this in case this dumps, because that was kind of sketchy there. But didn't get as much profit as I could have on this, but it still is a win with the Darvos box strategy. So now I am what, 6 for 8 of my last trades. Happy New Year, Epic. I was wondering where you been. It's been a little while, buddy. How you doing? See, you got some buyers there at 450 trying to hold this up. Real sketchy at the moment. But yeah, now I'm 6 for 8 with the Darvos box strategy. Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, that wasn't a very big win, but you know, that's not the box's fault. That was my fault for not locking in a little bit more up at the top. I locked in a little, but see if we can find another trade. See, I'm just gonna buy a signal on the 1 minute on LMFA, but not a lot of volume on that either. Oh yeah, did you get in on that one? You got in on DLPM? There, Epic. Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm kind of kicking myself. I got greedy on this stock because I was really thinking it was probably going to halt and get a lot bigger move. But my entry is at 449 and it ran to 530, so that's an 80-cent move per share. I should have locked that in. I should have locked in that bigger profit instead of trying to get greedy. So that's a little lesson. Don't get greedy when you're up. You know, if you're up 50 cents on a stock at this price, that's a really good move. So even if you're up 25 cents on a stock, got 45 bucks out of it. Nice, Epic. Yeah, you can't be greedy. Like I said, you also don't want to be late. But getting back in there at 440 area, that was a nice little area. But yeah, that 80 cents, I should have locked that in. That was just greed that got me there. But it's still green. Still green, so that's okay. You know, as long as we're not losing, we don't want our greed to cost us money. If we're still in the green, then you know, check the greed and move on to the next trade, and remember not to get too greedy. See, LM and L starting to move up a little bit here. So we don't have a buy signal yet, but it's just getting some attention. Let's see. It's got room up to 673, so a lot of room to run. Not getting a buy signal yet, though. I said I'm going to stick to the Darvos box strategy, even though I kind of like the way this is looking right now, but I'm going to stick to the strategy and wait for that buy signal because it hasn't failed me yet. So I'm going to keep running with it. I got my hands off the mouse right now, so watch a buy signal pop up and this thing rip and I miss it. It's getting a nice little push here so far. A little increase in buying volume going on. I like the movement on the stock so far too. We got a nice little slow maneuver up, slowly creeping up to those pre-market, back to those pre-market areas. As you can see, 555 is some resistance, bottoms of these candles, and then 575 is going to be some resistance. So even if this does give me a buy signal on the 1 minute here, it may only be good for that 575, but we'll see. I've got my finger on the trigger now because there's a possibility we may get a buy signal. Because we're in this new little box here. Let's see what Darvos says. See if Darvos gives us the signal. It's kind of like Iron Man. Instead of Jarvis, it's Darvis. When to buy, Darvis? Gotta wait for that buy signal. So there's a little consolidation right here. See, there was a buy signal back here, but that was before I flipped over. That would have been a great spot to be in that 525 area. I'm looking for a second buy signal just to see if I can get maybe that quick scalp up to 575. Big seller at 555. Which we knew there would be. And this may have to pull back some first. Unless it can hold 550 for a little bit longer. Ooh, big buyers just came. A bunch of big buyers just popped up on the bid. Still no buy signal yet. And this is a little tug of war back and forth between buyers and sellers. If you want to know my thoughts on that, go to the community tab on the channel and go watch last night's episode of the Straight White Male Perspective on that channel. We talked about that last night. We actually had a debate about that in free speech. But that's why I have the other channel separate from this, because I like to keep the day trading and stock market stuff separate from politics and all that nonsense. So So we are having a nice little pullback, and we never got that buy signal, so that's why I'm liking this Darvill's box strategy, because it keeps you disciplined, which I struggle with discipline, so it's keeping me disciplined. But I mean, already my win percentages went up, like 7 for 9, or what did I say, 6 for 8. That's what I am now, 6 for 8. That's pretty good consistency for me. That's about what, 80% win rate. See, how's DLPN doing? DLPN still kind of shimmying around, still above the 9 EMA, but a little sketchy. So I think what I'm going to probably do, because I still have funds left, but I want to try this Darvill's box at different times of the day. There's a buy signal on OEG there, and it went from 412 to 420, a little 8 cents. Let's see, we just got a buy signal on ENG on the 1 minute at 550. And it ran to 570. That was about a 20-cent move. Kind of missed the signal, though. I don't want to go in late. But I think what I'm going to do is I think we'll end the stream here in a few minutes, and then I'm going to go eat lunch and stuff, and I think we'll come back and try this around lunchtime, around, about 2 hours from now, or maybe even in after hours. You may see what it does in after hours. Because I do want to see it, or not after hours, I'm sorry, in power hour. The last hour before the market closes. So I think that may be what I do. Just so we can see this, see what this does at different time frames. How does that sound to everybody? We'll come back here in a few hours and see if we can't hit another trade, little lunchtime late trade, something like that. I think that's a pretty good idea. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to save my funds for that. So if you guys don't have notifications on, be sure that you have notifications turned on so you'll know when I'm gonna be back on. I'm gonna say, let's see. Let's say 1 o'clock Central Time. Either 1 or 2 o'clock. It'll be a little closer to power hour, I think. So let's bank on that. So I will see you guys a little bit later. If you guys don't catch the stream a little bit later, have a great day. Stay safe out there. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, but we will be back today if you do want to come and join the stream again later to see if this Darvill's box works at different times of the day. It's all an ongoing experiment. So I'll see you guys in a little bit or tomorrow. Until then.